constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On the set. Here we go. They go to the ground. Gets a pass to Martin. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Tigers want to move quickly. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
And unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
Man, that's not the intent you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now on the option. Quick toss. Still on his feet. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the grab. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. LSU quick to the line.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you. And They're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they liked, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Dave, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time in late in the season.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Finds the tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gained a little bit of everything on that one.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Armstrong. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got the first down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill.
Oh, he's got some space. Bust through behind his pad. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Run in the red zone. It's Lanier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Wants to fire on second down. Right on the money. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's in open space downfield. Powers through. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with game tackling to stop this guy.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football. All eyes on him and play physical.
He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys. Minutes moves. He's down to the 21. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Makes the grab on the left. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Grab in the backfield. It's Copper. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. Takes the easy one to the back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Copper. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Caught in the backfield. It's Copper. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to...
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 14 to USC. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The running back has it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
They'll go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push the guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cutler. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it along the sideline. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
They'll run the option.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option.
And the ball is free. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 30.
on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Armstrong. After 40, there he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there, but the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to lay a hit on him and create a takeaway like they did right there.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field. Touchdown LSU! Great job by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Goes to the option. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he added the extra point.
21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the
right down the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab at the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, better look out! And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Looking for space to the left. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dances away. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Toss to the outside. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Slippery slide, just scorched that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. It's Patton. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The give to the back. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
He'll ride his man on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. The Ducks will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Here we go. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
He fires one deep over the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass. Under fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Plows through the defense. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense
going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Bringing it back.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback making checks. They try to get it outside on the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I suspect we could see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All that matters is he got the first down. It doesn't matter how. Do I love those plays on short yardage type situations? I don't necessarily, but they fooled the defense enough, and the reverse works, and he gets the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Makes the catch. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Back to pass on second down. This time on target. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Wants to throw again. Got him downfield. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Throws to the back. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
29 Phillies, 2-9 Phillies.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking